got a very serious topic here,
Yes.
the Suicide Awareness Seminar. And Dr. Clark, FSU Panama City now, this is the 8th year, I think?
This is the 8th year.
Yes,
and
sir.
we have been very proud to be a partner, and we're always thankful for Prairie and Young for their support, along with many other partners that we will talk about later.
Yep.
And it's a great service for the community and for this region.
You know, the reason why we do this, and people say, you know, again, why do law firms do this? I've had 2 suicides in my family. I had a grandfather pass away. A great-grandfather passed away due to suicide. And these were things that were kept away from me as a kid. I didn't learn about it until I was an adult. You know, now you're able to talk about things a little bit better.
Well, and I have worked in higher education now for 33 years. And being on the student services side, I have seen it throughout my career in higher education.
Yeah.
And I would love to find a way for it to just be a thing of the past.
You know, Dr. Clark, we go through these seminars, and part of it is to raise awareness. And
yes,
you know, it kind of feels like, and you know, we've had this conversation that things seem differently now than it did 40, 50 years ago when we were kids. And unfortunately, the statistics back it up.
Yes.
You know, suicides actually have increased from 2015 to now 40%. And that's just a remarkable number. You know, nearly 50,000 Americans are, you hate to say successful, but they commit suicide. And, you know, for all variety of reasons. And that's more people that are killed by suicide than in automobile accidents.
But you know, people talk about it, and we talk about it year after year. And it's not something foreign. It's not something that's happening in distant places.
Right, right.
It is happening right here in Bay County, in our school systems,
right,
in our colleges, universities. It's happening just to regular citizens. Right. It's happening among first responders. And it is not foreign.
Happens among lawyers. Last year when I sat here, I had 2 of my colleagues. You know, they know that I'm involved, or I would hope that they knew I was involved in this, and they committed suicide without a call, without a warning, without anything, and left behind their families. You know, we had several years back now, more than 5 years ago, we had a suicide among one of our attorneys. He had a child commit suicide, and it just imploded the family. It imploded everything around him. You know, again, one of those statistics that are out there that, you know, that young age group, the tender age group from about 14 to 24, that's one of the highest rates of suicide and one of the leading causes of death. But surprisingly, people over the older people, over age 85, Dr. Clark.
Yes.
Over age 85, it's one of the leading causes of death. And unfortunately now, because of the increase, it's now knocking on the top 10 causes of death in the United States. So these statistics are alarming.
Yes, they are.
They are, and we don't know why. Maybe it's the information, maybe it's the information that comes quickly.
Yes.
And people don't have a time to respond to it, or their first response is fight or flight, and the flight goes a little bit too far.
But nevertheless, every effort to educate people, to understand what some of those warning signs are, it is worthwhile just to save one.
Yeah, just to save one. And you know, you look back on it, sometimes there's not even a warning sign.
No.
You know, and you know, you and I are familiar with a particular case that happened here within the last year where there were 0 warning signs.
Just in the last few months, as a matter of fact. No warning signs, it just happened.
It did.
To someone that was very young.
Yeah, so all we can tell you is this. If you've got some ideations, or you've got something that you're thinking about, or something that's bothering you, let's go to a graphic. We got the 988 graphic here. There's a 24/7, 365 days out of the year. All you got to do is dial 988, and a professional counselor can be with you. Do we have that graphic up? Ryan, can you get that for us? It's just real simple. Yeah, dial 988. There it is. It's a suicide crisis and lifeline. You can chat with them. You can text with them. You can talk with them. You can call. Just, you know, any way that you can get it. It is a crisis lifeline. It is a no shame, no blame zone. You know, you've got professional counselors that are on call 24/7, 365 days out of the year. You know, Dr. Clark, another area that we've actually focused on in the past are veterans.
Are veterans,
Yes,
sir.
and so you're a veteran as
I am
well.
a veteran, Navy.
Yes, sir.
United States Navy.
And I'm proud for you for your
Yes, sir.
service. I
Thank you.
appreciate that very much. And we've got a lot of veterans that watch the show.
That's right, military community.
Yes, sir. And just the statistic that how many veterans were passing away every hour. Too many. And again, why, we ask, why is it a high incident rate among veterans? Is it a sense of purpose that's lost? Is it a loss of sense of mission? Is it a loss of the camaraderie? Is it something that you have seen in a war theater? Is it something that you've seen that's unnatural that you can't get away from? I mean, we can sit here and talk about this. We may have 20 or 30 reasons.
That's right.
That, people do this, or they, people who have attempted to do it tell us, this is the reason why they did it. And it's amazing. And in the male population,
Yes.
4 times more likely to attempt suicide than the female population. And you would think about, oh, well, girls are so dramatic. It's 4 to 1.
Yes.
Hey, guys, we can talk about things here. It's not, again, it's a no shame, no blame, opportunity. When you get that opportunity to talk with somebody and talk real with somebody and talk about your feelings with somebody, you need to do it. You need to get it out.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the most difficult step.
Right.
It's just to be able to open up about it. But there's just so many resources.
Right.
That are out there.
You've got a keynote speaker.
Yes, we do.
That is coming. So let's put the graphic up here. It is this Friday, September 26th. The registration begins at 8:30 at the Holly Academic Center at FSU. It is free.
Free.
Absolutely free to anyone who would like to attend. And if you are a counselor, a social worker, and
you get free continuing education units.
That's
free.
Right.
Absolutely
that's right.
free.
That's what our sponsorship, covers.
That's right.
Our sponsorship covers that so that it comes in and it's free.
Yes.
It's not limited to academics.
And it's not a prohibitor. Cost sometimes can prohibit.
Right. We eliminate the cost.
Correct.
We eliminate everything. And look, we talk about some of the other sponsors. K. Hall's Deli is stepping up and helping tremendously, helping to provide lunches for all of the attendees. Right. They're planning for 175 people to attend.
And I think this is a record this year.
Well, it's not. It's not. We had 400. We had 400 attend.
Okay.
Before COVID.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
We had 400 attend before COVID.
That's
not
right.
a record.
Not a record.
But it's a half-day seminar. And then there's a specialized training that begins after the lunch hour. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But, we have Nothing But Cake that is helping out. We really appreciate that. Krispy Kreme Donuts is donating donuts. The Drip Coffee Center at North Star Church, they are donating coffee and water. And, just people out in the community are willing to help and push in and help. Now, we've got some other sponsors as well, too. You want to go ahead and go over those, and then we'll talk about our keynote speaker.
Yep, Pan Care, Be Smart, Gulf Coast Veteran Healthcare, Gulf Coast Area QT Center, Hope Project, Department of Children and Families, Life Management, Tyndall Air Force Base, Vet Center of Bay County, Gulf Coast Sexual Assault Team, Gold Magazine, United Way of Northwest Florida, Northwest Florida Network, Journey Pure, Care.
Yeah.
Yes, so a lot of Second Alarm Project in which they are providing the keynote speaker, Miss Michelle Lawrence.
Okay, do we have enough time to talk about Michelle? Let's do that. Let's introduce Dr. Lawrence real quick and at least get that information
Well,
out.
she is amazing. She is a part of the Second Alarm Project, and the whole theme for this year's summit is trauma to resilience, coping through connection. It's all targeted towards first responders and what they go through. And as you can imagine, they deal with trauma all the time, and we never ask the question, how do they manage that?
Right.
And so this particular conference will focus on that with her expertise. And it's all a part of University of Central Florida's Restore initiative.
Okay.
So we are very, very fortunate to have this expertise coming for this conference.